How does a creator step into his creation? How does the sovereign of a universe become a helpless child? The greatest mystery of all time begins, not with thunder, but with silence, not with armies, but with an infant's cry. This is the descent of Michael of Nebadon, a divine transition that would forever transform the universe and earth. In the high courts of Salvington, the farewell had been spoken. Jesus, the Creator's Son, had accepted the final bestowal, the mission that would take him to Urantia, our world. The moment was cosmic in scope. All Nebadon paused. 1 billion worlds held their breath. Every angel, every celestial being, every sphere of light knew something monumental was unfolding. Jesus was about to vanish from the heavenly realms and reappear as a mortal child, born of woman. On August 21st, 7 BC, as midnight neared on earth, a series of divine processes were set in motion. Under the direction of Gabriel, the chief executive of Nebadon, celestial administrators prepared to carry out Jesus' transition. Emmanuel had already assumed sovereignty in Salvington, holding the reins of the universe while Jesus was absent. Now, the attention of millions turned to a small village in Judea, in a land ruled by Rome, yet destined to birth a king not of this world. Jesus had personally chosen his human parents. Joseph, a noble-hearted descendant of David, quiet and steady. Mary, a devout, spiritually attuned young woman from a long line of faith. These two were not perfect, but they were pure. They would provide the stability and love necessary for the Son of Man to flourish. No magic surrounded them, no supernatural signs, only the quiet whisper of destiny. Gabriel was dispatched to Nazareth, appearing to Mary in the twilight of her prayers. "Fear not, Mary, for you have found favor with God. You shall bear a son, and you shall call his name Jesus." Mary was shaken, but she accepted the divine purpose with grace. Days later, Joseph also received assurance in a dream, preparing him to stand by her despite the potential scandal. And then the miracle no eye could see. Jesus, this magnificent sovereign creator, willingly laid down his divine awareness. He didn't just disguise himself, he became one of us. He did not teleport. He did not possess a body. He allowed himself to be fused with the genetic material of a human embryo in Mary's womb. From that moment on, he was full human and yet still divine. In the higher realms, Nebadon paused. Angels of all orders, seraphim, archangels, mighty messengers held silent vigil. No divine power would intervene, no celestial being would assist. The Creator's Son was now a human fetus dependent on the nourishment of a mother. The infinite had entered the finite. This bestowal was unlike any before it. While all Creator sons must live a mortal life before achieving full sovereignty, Jesus' mission was unique. Urantia was not a glorious world. It was a confused, rebellious, and spiritually dark planet, the very site of past celestial betrayals. And that is why he chose it, not to showcase power, but to redeem the lowest, to bring light where darkness had taken root, to show that even the most broken world could become the birthplace of eternal hope. As the month passed, Mary's belly grew with child, unaware that she bore the architect of time. Heaven watched, not with might, but with reverence, for the Creator had entered his creation not to conquer, but to serve. Next time, we witness the moment all creation waited for, the birth of Jesus of Nazareth, a baby wrapped in cloth and in divine purpose.